So a system is broken down into nodes and links. For the next two videos, we are going to be breaking down nodes and links in detail. So nodes are points of connections. And this is a very general description, so let's do our best to zone in with some examples. One example is the internet. Whenever someone's thinking of the internet, they're over here thinking that there's like this magical building in space that people are just logging into. Well, in reality, that's not the case. The internet is pretty much a collection of computers, servers, and routers. These computers, servers, and routers are the nodes, aka the point of connections where communication is capable of flowing through. Now notice something. Imagine that you have a crummy computer. Imagine that you have a crummy router and a crummy server. Are you capable of having a good communication among these different parts? Not really. So it's imperative to understand that the nodes should be functioning properly. Okay? It shouldn't be just something that we're slapping together and hoping that they talk. Instead, the nodes are a beautiful equipment on its own. Let me give you another example. Imagine that you have three people that are over here communicating with each other, but they're very snake-like individuals. They gossip about each other. They don't have any purpose. They're highly distracted. Now you put them together. Are you going to get a beautiful flow of communication? Not really. They're probably just going to be backstabbing one another, and it's just going to be one big mess. But flip it. Imagine that these individuals are all unique in their own right. They're subject matter experts in their own field. They're pursuing excellence within their own field, and they're stand-up individuals with great character. Now you place them together, and what's going to happen? They are capable of transmitting ideas in a beautiful way. They create synergy, this beautiful system that the unique parts by themselves could not have created. The main thing that you want to get out of this is that nodes are simply a part, okay? But the part must not be suboptimal. The part should be functioning on its own. And once it's capable of being specialized and functioning on its own, that's when you interconnect it in a unique way to make it even more powerful. The links are the interconnections among the nodes. Now, at first, this may be like, okay, so I could just connect the nodes however I see fit, right? Incorrect. See, this is where systems thinking at times merges with the world of philosophy and metaphysics. Now you begin to ask the question, why? Or better yet, how? How should we connect the nodes in a unique way? And when you're consistently asking that question, you're like, why are we connecting it in the first place? Every system out there has a purpose. Think about it like this. Imagine someone gives you a book, and the book has the chapters all out of order. Now, I know about those anthology books where the chapters don't need to be in order, but this is a novel. This is one of those suspense novels where you're being guided from beginning to end, and now chapter 4 is where chapter 40 should be, and vice versa. This is not smart. This is not smart because the purpose of this book is to give the reader an experience of this thriller, but now this thing is out of whack. The nodes within this book are what? The chapters. And the chapters need to be interlinked in a certain way that gives the reader the thrill-like experience. So when you're thinking like this, it's like, I can't just aimlessly link things together. There needs to be intent behind my moves. And the more that I'm capable of spotting the appropriate links, it really comes down to the metaphysical questions of why. Why does this system exist in the first place? And when you're capable of answering that question, why, that's when the how and the what just falls out. So with systems thinking, in order to link the nodes effectively, you need to know the why. You're not just randomly linking things together willy-nilly. You have to know what sort of useful function is this system capable of producing?